Okay, hey guys. I know you might be wondering, okay, why does he have this drawing already drawn? Is he gonna do one more of those lame room talks? No, and it's not that lame, okay? It's kind of good. Anyways, yesterday I got these. The Prismacolor Premier Illustration Markers. Although they're basically pens. They're like multi-liners basically, but yes. And they come in, open. They come in this little nice package and everything. And you have your 005. Yeah. Wow, this is penny. You have your 005, 005 actually, but whatever. And actually, you have two of those. I'm just rushing through this because like this video is gonna be a little long. Yeah. So you have a sepia one and a black one. So that's kind of cool. And next is the 03. You know, yeah. It's actually supposed to be 03, but I accidentally put the 0 point. So yeah. Anyways. And the 05, then an 08, and just 3 more left. You have a chisel nib, and 2 brush nibs. I'm sorry, my penmanship isn't that good anyways. Yeah. And hopefully by now you realize what today's video is going to be about. Today we are going to be learning how to use line weight. And that's why I have this drawing already done. Yeah. Maybe one day I might do like a review of these, probably when I've gotten a lot more used out of it. But yeah, for now let's leave that where it is. Now what I'm doing first is that I'm starting with my finest point, which is my 005 black, and I'm just gonna go around and line everything. Yes, there's also a tip that I forgot to mention, although technically I'm not following this rule anymore, but yeah. Where is it? Start inking from the opposite side to your hand. So, being that I'm a left-hander, as you probably have recognized by now, I should start inking from the right side all the way to the left. That way I don't end up smudging or smearing anything. But I kinda already did some on that side, so yeah. And don't worry if your lines are a bit shaky. It's not gonna be that big of a problem anyways. I'm trying to rush through this, so yeah. By the way, just to let you guys know, in case you're planning on buying one of these, don't press too hard with your 005, because being that it's very thin, it will feel like it's bending at times, which like, whenever you feel it, just like lower the pressure. Trust me, like I'm feeling it so much right now. And before this tutorial, I actually tried them out a bit, and yeah, it was kind of pretty cool. Okay, I don't think I need to be showing you all of this, but so I don't have to touch the camera, I'm just gonna show you guys. And it's best to get in as many lines as possible on your first inking, because of course, as you probably would have like known by now, you're gonna be inking a lot more than just once. So yeah. And if you like accidentally go outside the line, although that's pretty hard to do, but I do it a lot of times. I don't know how, but it just happens. And if so, it's okay because it's your first inking. Just don't do that for the second one though, because that's gonna mess it up a lot. Soon finished. I'm trying not to turn the paper for you guys' benefit, so it's easier for you guys to follow along if you are following along. But yeah. Oh, and you've probably realized by now there's a sticky note at the top that says light and is pointing in this specific direction. Now what exactly we're going to be doing is that's where the main light source for this character is going to be. But I totally forgot to mention this. If you don't have these, it's not that important. You can easily achieve these line weights and so with paint or anything. Because the material that you have isn't what makes the art good. It's actually your skill level. Hence my motto, like it's been like my motto for like 5 or so years now. Skill over object. Yes. If you watched the last video, you probably should have seen it. I'm not sure if I did show it, but yeah. Let's just get in that face real quick. And if you do a little mess ups, it's kind of okay. I'm actually trying to talk and do this, so there are gonna be a lot of mess ups with this video. Like the face right here. By the way, just to let you guys know, I just did something really dumb. I tried correcting it. Just never try to correct ink ever, unless like you're not planning on coloring it or anything. So that's basically it for our finest point. Now what we have to do is erase all of these oh wait, where is it, no, that's wow. Anyways, as I said, with this pen, like, don't press too hard on it. It's gonna feel like it's bending at times if you press too hard on it, and these aren't that cheap, but they're not that expensive, so that's good. So yeah, now that I've got my first inking in, I can erase all of these pencil lines and get ready for the tricky part. And if you weren't following along, or if you didn't have a drawing, I recommend you get one right now. And it doesn't matter which size you start with first, as long as it's your smallest. Because, yeah. As long as it's your smallest size you're starting with, and not like a really thick one. Now, what I'm going to be doing, I'm going to be adding weight to my image. And the tip for this part is, I hope you can see this. Start inking, wait, no, sorry, wrong one. I only have 2, that's why. Add more weight to parts with less light. So basically, you're making a shadow, just not really. Call it that. So, what I'm considering to use to add most weight, initially I'd have chosen to use my brush pen, but for a brush pen you have to have a lot of control and a somewhat steady hand, and my hand isn't all that steady, so yeah, right now. So being that the light is pointing in this direction, then the palest and thinnest lines have to be over here, and the thickest lines would have to be on this side. And don't be afraid to add thickness to any and anywhere. Well, not just any and anywhere, but yeah. And in case you're not on the anime side of stuff, you can actually do other kinds of art with these stuff too. They're just predominantly made for anime and manga. But if that's not your style, you can always use them for whatever style you have. And I'm sorry for the awkward silence, but because I'm kind of adding weight now, it's kind of a bit harder to talk and add weight. As I said, try to keep the lines traced on these parts, because remember, this is ink still. The first line was still ink, so there's no erasing for that. Now, I actually did one before this that I used the brush pen for most of it and my 005, and it turned out pretty well. I used a few markers on it, but it's not finished yet. Hopefully today on my Instagram page, one more reason to follow me on Instagram, you will be seeing it, hopefully. So, yeah. You're basically just adding weights on it, call it that. Now, of course, you can end it here, but what I wanted to do was show you how the brush pen would have been a lot easier to use. So, like for here underneath the boobs, that's the first time you guys are hearing me say that word. Anyways, the brush pen can cover large areas and really small areas too. Hence why I like the brush pen this much. So for my small little shadows, I can use my brush pen. And for my larger shadows, I can still use my brush pen, because it's basically a paintbrush. Yeah, so that's basically it, guys. Of course, you can do a lot more with it. Like, you can make hair a bit thicker and whatever, because it's one of those curved areas, and so you can do so much more with this. But if you want, you can always send me a picture of what you did. Just go down in my DMs and send me a picture of what you did, so I can see how you use your pens, your Illustrator pens. And hopefully one day I may do a review on these. I'm not sure now, but yeah. I need a lot more practice with these before I can give you a proper and truthful review on this. So that's basically it, guys. On Instagram, you should be also seeing a color version for this. So yeah, that's it, guys. Please like and subscribe for more content. And if you didn't really like this video, still share it with other people so they can like it, I guess. That's all for now, guys. Later.